Hey everybody, Shama32 here. Welcome to the channel. We're here today to react to the first episode of season 4 of Blackadder. This is Blackadder the 4th, Captain Cook. I'm excited, guys. I am so excited. This is probably the one like between this and this Blackadder the 2nd. This is probably the one I've seen the most of. I might have seen bits of every episode. Like with the others, I do not know what I've seen. I can't remember enough to be able to say it, but I've got more of like it's more frustrating to try and remember stuff because it's like there's more of it right there. That's just out of reach, if that makes sense. Like it's right fork in there. I just can't get it from there to there. So like I might get every episode. I might be like, oh, I remember this one. I do not know. Again, as with previous seasons, if I remember something whilst I'm watching it, I will let you guys know. If I feel like it felt familiar after the episode, I'll let you guys know. I will always tell you if I feel like I've seen this one before. Again, like with the second season, it might be from every episode. Like I think it was like actually it might have been Prince George. I can't remember, but I felt like a lot of the memories were for like one episode kind of thing. So I don't know bits. I might have caught bits and pieces here and there. It might have been every episode. I don't know. Because you guys know what my memory is like. It's atrocious. For me, it's almost like watching things for the first time again. So even if I have watched all of it, it's still a genuine like excitement or like enjoyment as well. But as I said, if I do recognize something, I will let you know. But I'm excited because we've got... I should have checked how to say his name. Tim. I'm just going to say Tim. Because I know I was saying his surname wrong. Ernie or something like that. It's really frustrating. But Captain Darling, I know he plays Captain Darling in this one. He's not Percy anymore. So I do miss Percy, but we got Tim back. We got Hughes in it. We got Stephen Fry. We got Baldrick, obviously. And of course, Blackadder. I'm so excited to have all of those in the season. All of them in the same scene, I'm assuming, at some point. I'm so excited. I remember a general sound that Melchett makes. I don't want to do it because I'll sound like an idiot, but if you've seen this season, you know what sound I'm talking about. Kind of like a bark. Not a bark, but I don't know how to... I don't know how to do it, but I can hear it in my head. I'm so excited. I can remember like images, but again, not enough to say it. I can remember a certain shot of Blackadder. Underwear on his head. Maybe something stuck up his nose, I think. That's the most I can like verbalize what I got in my head. But I'm excited because I love the Christmas special. The comic relief special was fun as well. And obviously I loved all 3 seasons so far. Now we've got this season, which is 6 episodes. Yeah, 6 episodes. And then we got Blackadder Goes Forth. Now on the DVD, there is, I think, Baldrick's video diaries, I think. But I don't know if what that entails, whether it's worth me doing, or if it's just a few minutes long, or if it's just a behind the scenes thing. I don't know. But if you guys think it'd be worthwhile, like I could always just put a thing up on Patreon, make it available to all. Let me know if you think it's a thing that's worthwhile me watching for you guys. But before we get started, I'm going to do a bit of housekeeping. You might have noticed as I'm moving my head around, a little bit of a blue, or quite a lot of a blue reflection, to be honest, because like, look, that's how bad it can get. Now, last week I was watching everything. I watched one reaction, an Avatar reaction, which YouTube won't see for a few months. That's the only one I did with this, but literally the whole thing, or a lot of it, you could not see my eyes because the reflection was so bad. But what I was doing is I've been having... So I can keep an eye on my camera because, you know, it's been freezing. I've been having what I'm watching on the left side of my screen and recording software on the right, so I could keep an eye on the recording software, right? Instead of having it over there. Now, with this, what I've started doing today, because of the fact my migraines have been so bad this week, I need to at least try these out to see if they make a difference. What I'm doing is I've noticed if I switch things around, have the recording software on the left side, what I'm watching on the right, you notice just like, if I get something like a white, paler screen up on my thing, you'll see the difference, right? Let's just let it load. See what I mean? Like you get all that. But as soon as I turn my head to that side, it's a lot less, even if I'm like that. But as soon as I start facing that side, you could see it, you know? So even if the recording software's on that, you still get that reflection. So I basically switched things around. Now, when I look at you guys, you will get a bit of it. Apologies. But this way minimizes it. And also, I need to wear these. If they do make a difference, I need to wear them. Now, as for the camera, because why I'm doing this in the first place, having recording software on this screen, if it does freeze, but this is more for those watching on full length. Now, in regards to that, full length of each season is available. The first episode of the season, the first episode of each season of each show I'm doing from now on is available for free. As soon as this hits YouTube, the full length will be available for free. So you can go watch it up, sync it up with your own footage. I'll put 10 seconds of footage every so often to keep syncing up and stuff like that. But it's available for anybody that wishes to watch that. But yeah, if my camera freezes, again, more regards for full length, but if it freezes enough that I cannot edit around for YouTube, and I do not notice, although I've done this so I can notice, and earlier I noticed it within about 10 seconds. Hopefully I will, and I won't get too into the episode. But if it does freeze and I cannot edit around it, I'll put a 10-second warning for when it freezes, and then a 10-second warning for when I restart. Again, hopefully it won't happen, or hopefully I'll be able to edit around it. We won't have to worry for you guys. But yeah, I'm excited. I need a laugh. My head is fucking hurting. I need to take some painkillers before I actually watch it. But if you enjoy this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You know when the next episode goes live. Let's get going with the reaction. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Are we not getting it sung? Oh, Baldrick. Okay, it's still the same kind of thing. There is Melcher and Darling.
Eyes right.
And Hugh. Oh, legends. McInerney. I'm so paranoid, I'm sorry. And of course, Tony. Baldrick. I love him. That makes me think I need to get that sorted out. That just made me think, sorry.
What are you doing out there?
I'm carving something on this bullet, sir.
What are you carving?
I'm carving Baldrick, sir.
Okay.
It's a cunning plan, actually.
Of course it is.
You see, you know they say that somewhere there's a bullet with
I
your
recognise
name on
his
it.
look. With the moustache. Moustache?
Well, I thought if
No,
I owned the
'cause he's
bullet
got
with
his
my
moustache.
name on it,
The glasses.
I'd never get hit by it. Because I won't ever shoot myself.
He might, it's Baldrick.
Baldrick, that if a hungry cannibal cracked your head open, there wouldn't be enough inside to cover a small water biscuit.
Tally-ho, pip, pip.
I love
Bernard,
him
your
so
uncle.
much.
In English, we say good morning.
I love him so much. I'm sorry. I love this George too.
Damn inspiring stuff. The magazine that tells the Tommies the truth about the war.
Or
Yeah, it's not
alternatively,
gonna be
the greatest work of fiction since vows of fidelity were included in the French marriage service.
I was going to say, it's all propaganda, even from our side.
I just think that more could be achieved by giving them some real toilet paper.
What could any patriotic chap have against this magnificent mag?
Apart from his bottom?
I'm so happy.
It's a good old service revolver.
Wrong. It's
Yeah.
a brand new service revolver, which I've suspiciously been sent without asking for it.
Oh.
I smell something fishy, and I'm not talking about the contents of Baldrick's apple crumble.
Ugh. Lovely.
We didn't order those new trench climbing ladders either.
New ladders?
Yeah,
New
came
ladders?
Yesterday. I issued them to the mail and they were absolutely thrilled.
Oh, of
Isn't that
course
right,
they
Matt?
were.
Yes, sir. First solid fuel we've had since we burned the cat, sir.
Did he say burnt the cat?
And I think I can make an educated guess what it is.
Going over the top?
George would find hard to do.
Huh, true, true.
They're going over the top, but they burnt the ladder, so they can't.
Great stotter! You mean the moment's finally arrived for us to give Harry Hahn a darn good British-style thrashing, 6 of the best, trousers down?
Okay, calm
Are we
down.
all going to get killed? Yes. Give me your helmet, Lieutenant.
Don't hold it up with your hand. Yeah, that's why you need to be careful, George. He's a bit tall to be in that trenches. His head's almost over the
Clever
top.
hat camouflage might be an all-over.
I love him so much.
Granted, with a due sense of exhaustion.
Sorry, I
and
can't help it. I love George.
I have a cunning plan to...
I love his cunning plans.
No staff HQ's always on the lookout for good cooks. Well, we go over there,
Very
we
good
cook them
point.
something, and we get out of the trenches that way.
Baldrick, it's a brilliant plan.
It is, in a way. Except for none of you can cook.
There is, however, one slight flaw in the plan.
You can't cook.
You're the worst cook in the entire world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There are amoeba on Saturn who could boil a better egg than you.
Aww.
In sauce, béarnaise look like dog turds in glue.
That's because they are.
I had a feeling. That's
Tastes
what he was
like
going to
it's a
say.
molehill decorated with rabbit droppings.
I thought you wouldn't notice.
And your cream custard has the texture of cat's vomit.
Again, it's
No, that's all right.
rat. Sauté or fricassee?
No, thank you. Eat either.
The agony of choice.
I like how he's
Sauté
got to.
involves?
Well,
Take
you
it in.
take the freshly shaved rat and you marinate,
I like how he has to consider it because it's all he can get.
stretch it out under a hot light bulb, then you get within dashing distance of the latrine and you scoff it right down.
And fricassee?
Exactly the same, just a slightly bigger rat.
Call me old Mr. Unadventurous, but I think I'll give it a miss this
Me too. I'll give it a miss as well. Oh,
No doubt that idiot, General
It is Melchett, okay.
is about to offer me some attractive new opportunities to have my brains blown out for Britain.
oh, give it to me. There he is. Oh, I've missed him. I've missed him.
What do you want, darling?
It's Captain Darling to you.
I love
General
him.
Melchett wants to see you about a highly important secret mission.
What's going on, darling?
Duh. It's so funny.
Now, I've compiled a list of those with security clearance. Have you got it, darling?
Yes, sir.
Read it, please.
It's top security, sir. I think that's all the captain needs to know.
Judge, let's hear the list in full.
When I think of Stephen Fry, that's the Stephen Fry I imagine. Literally, at any age, I picture him like that.
Would this brilliant plan involve us climbing out of our trenches and walking very slowly towards the enemy, sir?
How could you possibly know that, Blackadder? It's classified information.
That's it's fucking obvious, darling.
And that is what is so brilliant about it. It will catch the watchful
Because they
hound
don't
totally
expect us
off
to be
guard.
such
Doing
idiots.
precisely what we've done 18 times before
Wow.
is exactly the last thing they'll expect us to do this time.
Probably what you thought the other times.
And Field Marshal Haig is worried that this may be depressing the men attached.
Really? Never.
To commission a man to do an especially stirring painting for the cover of the next issue.
Okay.
To labour night and day to find a first-rate artist from amongst your men.
what if there
sir.
isn't one?
I know from long experience that my men have all the artistic talent of a cluster of colourblind hedgehogs in a bag. I think I can, and might I suggest,
Oh,
sir,
boy.
that having left the trenches, it might be a good idea to post our man to Paris in order to soak up a little of the artistic atmosphere, perhaps even Tahiti, I don't know, so as to produce a real masterpiece.
I love how darling looks at him. It's so funny.
Before you can say sunflowers, I'll have Vincent van Gogh standing before you.
I wish. Oh, God, how bad is it going to be?
Ah, now,
Okay.
this is interesting.
What is?
Well, Private Baldrick is obviously a bit of an impressionist.
Really?
The only decent impression he can do is of a man with no
How
talent.
bad is his picture actually going to be?
What's it called, Baldrick? The Vomiting Cavalier?
No, sir, that's not supposed to be vomit. It's dabs of light.
No, it's vomit.
That's what he's painting?
Painting was the only thing I was ever any good at.
Really?
Keep it up.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did, actually. I mean, normally, of course, I wouldn't show them to anyone because they're just
Why does he have them there?
embarrassed to show them to you now, as it happens. But there you go. For what they're worth, to be honest, I really should.
Whoa, they're gorgeous.
These are brilliant. Why didn't you tell us about these before?
Well, you know, doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet.
They're beautiful pictures.
How about a noble Tommy standing with a look of horror and disgust over the body of a murdered nun what's been brutally done over by a nasty old German?
Be honest, that probably would work.
Baldrick and I will pose. This is going to be art's greatest moment since
Oh, this is
Mona
gonna be
Lisa
so
sat
bad,
down and
isn't
told
it?
Leonardo da Vinci she was in a slightly odd mood.
I want a wimple.
Well, you should have gone before we started the picture.
You know, the funny thing is, my father was a nun.
I'm sorry, what?
I know, because whenever he was up in court and the judge used to say occupation, he'd say nun.
If you'd just like to pop your clothes on the stool.
Excuse me?
Just pop your clothes on the stool over there.
You mean... If I can remind you of the realities of battle, George, one of the first things that everyone notices is that all the protagonists have got their clothes on.
Yes. And you don't want to be naked with a dead nun.
It's artistic license. It's willing suspension of disbelief.
Well, I'm not having anyone staring in disbelief at my willy suspension.
This is brilliant.
At ease. Now then, Blackadder, where would you like me to sit? I thought just a simple trim of the moustache today, nothing... And your Uncle Bertie sends his regards. I told them you could have a week off in April. Don't want you missing the boat race, do we?
Oh, nice.
Permission to speak?
Oh, certainly not. Permission to sing boisterously, sir.
If you must.
Oh,
Row, row, row your punt gently down the stream. Belts off.
boy. Soft trousers down. Isn't life a scream? Aye. Sorry, my mum would sing that. My mum sings that. I'm sorry. As soon as he started singing, it just came into my head. This is amazing. I'm so excited.
Oh, tally-ho, yibbity-dap and zing-zang spillit. Looking forward to bullying
Okay.
off for the final chucker?
Permission to speak.
Permission to speak? Answer the General, Baldrick.
I can't answer him, sir. I don't know what he's talking about.
Right, well, stand by your beds. Let's have a look at this artist of yours, Blackadder. Next to me, darling.
Thank you, sir.
He's going to take complete credit.
Yes, sir. I think I have. None other than young George here.
Okay. He admitted it was George. That's good.
Simply called War.
Damn silly title,
no.
George. Looks more like...
Oh, Blackadder, you ass.
Ah, now that's more like it.
Who painted this, Blackadder?
Well, actually, it was me.
Permission to speak really quite urgently, sir.
Damn and blast your goggly eyes.
George.
Makes you wonder, jump over the top and yell, "Yah, boo, sucks to you, Fritzy."
Thank you, sir.
Oh, God, he's saying.
I'm afraid I don't believe you.
How dare you, darling?
Well, 3 reasons, as a matter of fact. Firstly, you're in it.
It's a self-portrait.
Secondly, you told us you couldn't paint.
Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet.
Permission.
Denied.
Oh, he's so horrible to him.
It's signed George.
Yes.
But not signed George. Dedicated to George. King George.
Okay,
Gentlemen,
good cover.
The king.
The king.
Where?
Oh, George. Because he's going to get there and he's going to be so bad at it. He's not George.
And may I say, Blackadder, I am particularly pleased about it.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, he's creepy, but I love him.
That the King and Country cover story was just a cover story. We want you, as our top painting bod, to leave the trenches and go out into no man's land.
Oh, no.
We want you to come back with accurate drawings of the enemy position.
And not get killed.
You want me to sit in no man's land?
How stupid is this plan?
You see, my medium is light. It'll be pitch dark. I won't be able to see a thing.
That is a point. I tell you what, we'll send up a couple of flares. You'll be lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, my God, Melcher, you idiot.
So, for instance, if any of us crawl over any barbed wire, they must on no account go, ah!
You just crawled over some barbed wire, sir.
No, Baldrick, I've just put my elbow on a blob of ice cream.
Difficult to say. We appear to have crawled into an area marked with mushrooms.
What do those symbols denote?
Mines. Mines. It's
We're in a
mines.
field of mushrooms?
Lieutenant, that is a military map. It is unlikely to list interesting...
Gonna be mines, isn't it?
Good Lord, you're quite right, sir. It says mine. These mushrooms must belong to the man who made the map.
Oh, George, I love him. I'm sorry, I love him.
Either that, or we're in the middle of a mine field.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
So he owns the field as well.
Shit, how are they gonna paint here?
Now, come on, get on with your drawing and let's get out of here.
Well, surely we ought to wait for the flares, sir. You see, my medium is light.
Yeah, that is unusual, because usually I'm the stupid one.
Hey, at least he admits it.
Overfurnished in the brain department.
We know, we
On
know.
this occasion, I've been stupidest of all.
Oh, now, sir, I will not have
No.
that. Baldrick and I will always be more stupid than you.
Yeah, stupidity, stupidity, stupidity.
And there's...
Stupid in the whole history of stupidity-ness.
Oh... Oh, they are lucky. Had they not hit them, but they could hit a hat?
I think the obvious point is this. We'll go straight
Helmet,
back to
sorry.
the dugout and do the painting from there. You do the most imaginative, most
He's
exciting...
got a general idea. He's been up there, he's seen.
If we should happen to tread on a mine, what do we do?
Well,
Oh,
normal
boy.
procedure, Lieutenant, is to jump 200 feet into the air and scatter yourself over a wide area.
Oh, boy.
I mean, there may have been a few more armament factories and not quite as many elephants, but...
Artistic license and all that.
You know what this means?
What?
If it's true, sir, we'll have to cancel the push.
Oh, no. Such a pity.
What a nuisance.
Exactly what the enemy would expect us to do, and therefore exactly
Of course.
what we shan't do.
Oh, he's an idiot. He's an idiot.
And then next week, we can attack where the line is actually badly defended and win the greatest
What an
victory since the
absolute
Winchester
idiot.
flower arranging team beat Harrow by 12 sore bottoms to 1.
What?
Tell me, have you ever visited the planet Earth, sir?
Yeah. Oh, boy. Even Darling's like, what
Permission
the
to
fuck
shout
is he
bravo
talking
in an
about?
annoyingly loud volume, sir.
Permission granted.
Bravo!
Good luck against those elephants.
Here lies Edmund Blackadder, and he's bloody annoyed.
I think my mum's quoted that as well. That sounds so familiar.
Yes, we are. Unless I can think of some brilliant plan.
Would you like some Ratto Van to help you?
No, thank you. Has it been run over by a van?
Oh, van.
Yeah, it's Rat that's been run over.
I was
by a
right.
van.
God damn it. Oh, I love this so much. This is making me happy. I've needed this after how I felt this week, my headache.
And to be quite frank, these mignons are a little, well,
What?
dungy.
What on earth's wrong with our cook?
Baldrick. It's Baldrick.
I received a phone call this afternoon from Pope Gregory the IX. Had been selected for the England cricket team and must set sail for the West Indies immediately. It was a trio of wandering Italian chefs who happened to be in the area offering their services.
And he fell for them, of course.
Are you sure these are real raisins in this plum duff?
Oh, yes, I'm sure they are, sir. Everything will be all right once the cream custard arrives.
Oh, God. Oh, I feel a bit sick now. Oh.
How did you manage to get so much custard out of such a small...
Oh, look at it. That cat was so cute. Ah, that was great. I like how it's the same general tune. Captain Kevin, darling? I never knew his name was Kevin. Okay. I fucking love that. I'm sorry. That made me smile so much because, like, when I picture Blackadder, it's Blackadder the second. That Blackadder with Queenie. That's the look of Blackadder I picture. But I know I've watched a lot of it. I might have seen this at some point, but it didn't feel overly familiar. This might just be from my mum quoting it, or when I was little, my mum had it on the telly and I wasn't paying attention, that kind of feeling, you know, like I wasn't actually properly watching it this episode. But I remember the general idea of that melt chip being like that and George being like George and darling. I could just remember that little like narrow in his eyes, like, kind of look on his face. Oh, like, remember that like there's a lot of play on his name being darling as well. But that's about it. That's about what I got in my head. But that was great. I fucking loved that so much. Oh, I needed this because my migraines have been so bad this week. Like, so I've just felt a bit shit and run down and stuff like that. So I've been struggling to concentrate and things like that. But this perked me right up. My head's killing me, but that's helped, you know? I forgot about it for a bit, which is what good telly does, doesn't it? Good, like, especially a good comedy. It makes you laugh, cheers you up, and it makes you forget about any bad things for a bit. Even though it's kind of weird considering they're in the war. But it's just, that's what's so good about Blackadder. It's so good. But yeah, the belts off, trousers down isn't life is great. That I know. Like, that's what I will do. If I do like row, row, row your boat and it's not for my daughter, that's the version I do. So obviously it's my mum quoting it, but it might be from when I've watched it in the past. It doesn't feel, it's weird, like I know that, but it doesn't feel familiar, that moment. Like I didn't know it was from that until they started doing it. It's a weird sensation. Like it's familiar, but it's not. So again, I think it might have been like from like my mum watching it or my mum quoting it or a mixture, like not actively me watching it. But it was so good. I'm so excited to watch this one. It's such a classic one. Like this is one. This might be like the most famous of the seasons. Like I know the finale, like everybody knows like the final episode, final scene, that moment. But that I remember-ish. I don't remember what leads up to it off the top of my head. And I'm not going to try and speculate or remember. But you know what I mean. That was a great episode. George's face. Like going, I want permission to speak very loudly immediately. I love Hugh Laurie in this. He's so good. Like the whole cast is fucking amazing. Such a good episode. I feel so happy now. I needed that. That was great. I love it. And I would love to know what you guys think. Please do not tell me anything about what's coming up. Because again, I don't know what I remember. I don't know what episodes I might have seen in total. I don't know what I've seen and where. I really don't remember. So do not tell me anything about what comes up. I do not want to know. I want to be surprised. I want to enjoy it as it happens. But I'd love to know what you guys thought of this episode. If you enjoyed the reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick, you know when the next episode goes live. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you again for the next one. Bye.